Hey guys, and welcome into another episode of the Port Elizabeth career mode. First three games will be played on stream. We've got going straight into it against Bloemfontein. I've seen all the signings that we made early season. Vanish Ackerman's going to get a debut. He's played a little bit for Free State and a wee bit of form too. So our only keeper in the squad at the moment with Miller away on duty. Shame Truter's not in really any form to sort of be given a go. Well, that's probably our best team, to tell you the truth. Like, we've got a lot of youngsters in, bowling wise and things like that. English will probably get the run over Cronje. And that's our team. Let's see how well we go. Wessel's captain, Ben de Bruin, and Wessel's very experienced. And we just need to get into some form pretty early in this competition. I am expecting just a wee bit of improvement on the previous. So let's hopefully get off to a good start. Wilkinson. Lovely shot from Wessels. Skipper doing a very good job. Very much a regular in our team these days. 31 years of age for the Port Elizabeth side. He's played 85 games, 950s and 100. That's a pretty nice average to have. Shows how skilled he is. Ben de Bruin. Big season for him. We want him to get in some form before we go back to the first class stuff with SW Districts. He could be a key component for us to survive in Division 1. So we're in a fight for our relegation at the moment. He's being drawn into that. Wilson, good delivery. And with 29 for 1, Jonty Rhodes. Jonty Rhodes, pretty good averages actually. He'd be actually a good pickup for SW Districts if he ever popped up. Wilkinson to Rhodes. He's played a little bit all over the world too with his 20 over crickets. So a relatively young man too. 35 for 2 now. As Wilkinson will dislodge Wessels. Wilkinson will come in. George Wilkinson getting a bit of time at Eastern Province now. It's starting to establish at the level. 36 for 2 after 6. So a good wee period of play here. Has put Port Elizabeth under severe pressure, to say the least. We're looking for around 160 on the surface. So that's a good shot. 4 runs. Hooks that away. That's a delightful shot from Wilkinson. Doesn't need to be all hits into the stadium and inside in the crowd. It's about placement in that as well. Just really need some players sort of coming a bit more into their peak as we've rebuilt the team completely. The golden era that we had at Port Elizabeth, we're such a really strong side, but yeah, the last couple of seasons it's been a bit of a struggle. But I think the foundations are there to really make an impact. Probably 1 or 2 seasons away, then we'll think we'll be good. We'll be flying again. Lovely shot for Port Elizabeth. Rhodes will hit that all the way for 6, and the gear, we're lifting up in the gears. It's good. 33 off 18 for Wilkinson, 21 off 11 for Rhodes. Some positive batsmanship here going on. Rocks off the back foot. And beautifully done from Rhodes. 91 for 2. Aiden Horan, he's a very experienced cricketer these days. He's handy. 140 wickets at 23.06. 96 for 2 now. And that brings up the 100. Flat bats it down the ground. 43 off 29, 31 off 18, 103 for 2 after 13. So these two have done a remarkable job getting us back into the game. Some free hits. We caught off the free hit. It doesn't matter. They are running very crazily there for 2. Oh, he's taking on the arm. We'll get there. This is exactly the partnership Port Elizabeth needed. After losing the openers early, these two have taken on a good bit of responsibility. Rhodes hits that sweetly. It's flowing for 6. And he's worked his way into a good position to get to 50 himself. Taking on the arm again. We are really challenging these fielders. 40, both on 48. That is 50 to Wilkinson. Exceptional batting. Just a second 50 at the level. And I think we're going to see some good things from Wilkinson this season. Just finding the gap. That's another big crunching over. 143 for 2 after 16. Playing a miss. Gidley may have just got the wicket of Wilkinson, but Wilkinson has got Port Elizabeth into a position of strength. And we're going to promote the young fella and Vinish Ackerman. That's 50 for Jonty Rhodes. And he's out. Gidley struck twice in the over. Both established batsmen out now, but a couple of nice 50s. Just need a strong finish here. 53 for 4. Ackerman hits his first maximum at the level. And 62 for 4. Couple of plays and misses. Finished this innings relatively strongly. Wownie has really struggled. 6 of 12 deliveries. That's if he got run a ball, it would have been crucial. But you're really happy with George. Second 50 in Rhodes. It's 8th in his career. Rhodes is, seasoned traveller. Played for Queensland. Played in the English Domestic League as well. Western Province he's played a bit for. So he's got the experience and he's certainly handy at the club. So let's be with the attacking mindset. Rutherford gets a few opportunities for SW Districts. Some good numbers there to work on. Hudson, of course, plays for SW Districts as well. Just want to get into good lines and lengths. Arthur's gone. We'll bring English in. Over for 10, Bernard. Just when Bloemfontein were looking at very strong, we've just sort of pegged it back a little bit. 59 for 2 after 6. So this is an important next week spell for the bowlers. English will get the wicket of Wolf. I reckon we've got a really good bowling attack. That's one thing I've really recruited well in. Bowling attack could really open up some doors, potentially roll some teams. Goes 1 for 15. A Mulder will come into the attack. It's an all-pace attack in this particular game. I know 8 for 4. The run rate is fine. Bloemfontein will be happy with that. So the wickets will be a bit of a concern. Out for 55 White. 55 for 31 the opener. Played a bit of cricket for South Africa as well. Great career too. 1950s 100. So done a good job there. So we'll definitely bring back Hudson. Just when the game is slipping away, we just strike again. 41 needed at 5.7. Hudson out the attack. We'll bring in Junior English. Again, another wicket. The bowlers keep striking. Conker gone. Need Wilkinson though. Rutherford back in. It's not a bad spell on Wilkinson. He's sort of skied that one and he's going to be caught. It's gone for 42. Bernard will be in. We're rotating the bowlers beautifully here. 29 of 24 required. Do feel as though we need to strike again and apply a bit more pressure. 17 off 12. We'll bring Hudson in. He hasn't had the best of days. 1 for 34 off his 3. He's got the wicket of Wilson. That's a good start to the over. Just puts a lot of pressure on the tail enders to get it home. For 11 off 13. 4, and Gidley's out too. So 13 required for the last pair. 12 off 6 required. Great game of cricket. Very competitive. And there we go. We've managed to pick up a win in the first game of the season. Port Elizabeth doing a good job. So the man of the match is Wilkinson before the 64 there. But English and Hudson both picking up 3 fizz. Mulder 2 for 26. I thought he was quite good in the middle. Just brought it back when the openers got off to a bit of a flyer. So good win. Good fight showing. And next game's against Durban. Got a wee bit of manoeuvring to do. We'll bring in the youngster Micaiah Haynes. So you'll come in the all-rounder role, bowls a bit of leggies. Let's see how they go on debut. So Port Elizabeth lost the toss and been forced to bowl first. We do offer seaming conditions. So we'll just bowl hopefully reasonably accurately here. Get maybe a wicket or 2. Sillers is off to a good start. Try and clamp up the runs. 65 without loss. Over for 9. Gonna have to rely on English to come back and bowl a few overs. The young leg spinner, I don't want him to fire into the cauldron too early. In his confidence. Gonna have to bowl him. I think he's gonna have to sort of get a bit of an opportunity. 1 over for 14. It's just been carnage here. 110 without loss after 10. 58 to Silos. 50 of 29 for Bird as well. Some crazy shenanigans going on. Toes for 23. A lot of 2 over spells here. Hudson back. Might change the length a little bit just to try and stem the flow of runs. Going to go around the wicket here and just we were successful in that last over just by slowing it down. So 100. This is a crazy partnership. This one. 95 or 52. Brilliant batting for Tobago Sillers. We're going to bring up another 100. John O'Bird. Been around the scene since the start of the save file, actually. He's done a pretty good job as well. There's number 44. And both men are on track for 100 here. Get in the block hole. 99. Gonna pitch it up. 105 for Sillers. Bird looks like he's gonna be dismissed. Bird got to 99. He'll be gutted about that. And 213 for 1. A dominant display from the openers. Taken the game completely away from Port Elizabeth. So they've got some exciting players in that team. Don't know how we're going to sort of chase this one down. We need to get off to a flyer. He's improved his average slowly at the club. Stick with him. 19 without loss. Whistles. The skipper is gone. Go for 4, brings Rhodes in, who was relatively good in the last game. Him and Wilkinson put on that big partnership. Smashed all the way for 6. Need a lot more of that. Rhodes is out. We'll go for 11 off 4. Wilkinson. 31 for 2 after 4. 183 at 11.4. De Bruyne is gone. Tom English. He's already played for England. He's insanely good. So the young keeper is in, Ackerman. I just want to let's play some strikes, get in. Like, I don't think we're going to win this game by any stretch of the imagination, but a score would be nice. 41 for 4, Sugden. Strike. Micaiah Haynes didn't have a good time with the ball on debut. We had to do something at the back because we are getting absolutely steamrolled here. 41 for 5, Mulder in. Mulder out as well, 41 for 6. Durban, complete performance. They're just tearing strips off us here, just making it an awful performance with the bat. And this is 47 for 7. A big defeat, this one. Junior English gone. 52 for 8. He smashed it. All the way for 4. 56 for 9. And all out for 60. That is a horrible performance. Top score of 14. I've got no words for that. That was a complete demolition. English 5 for 11. The Englishman, already in his career, has just sort of set the scene alight. Look how many games he's played. He's only 19. That just shows you how much county cricket's played. 2-1-1. Can we finish the episode on a good note? Playing Centurion. English has improved his bowling. We'll rotate some of the bowlers in and out so everyone's getting a reasonable amount of time, and chuck the Dupe C, maybe get another leggy in there. Retruter will get a game. 28 games, only averaging a 14, but he will be there to try and get a little bit better. But yeah, definitely give some of these other guys opportunities, sort of stake their claim. It's a good shot. Whipped away for 4. Without loss. 10 without loss. So we just want to put a performance on the board and just completely forget about that game. That's probably one of the worst games I've ever played as a cricket captain game. That's been completely whitewashed. That one. Okay, so here, explosive start. Ben De Bruyne out for 17 off 8. He just can't really get going for completely for the Port Elizabeth side. 650 is an average of 19. That's just simply not good enough for an opener. But we will persist with him. So I think he has got a bit of class to him. He's just got to deliver at the next level. Wessels, that's a good shot. Just key is building partnerships. And putting the onus back on these guys here. Out for 4. 51 for 1. Wessel's gone for 22 or 14. It was a good wee innings. It brings Rhodes and Wilkinson together. Port Elizabeth. Just continue going at the rate they're going at. 11 per over is pretty good going. It's boundary. 62 for 2 after 6. So good from both teams. Centurion getting the 2 wickets. Openers got off to a bit of a good start. Really want to push for close for playoffs this season. I don't think we'll quite get there, but it's going to be a good one. 4 runs. 76 for 2. And make that 76 for 3. So Rhodes will go for 25 off 16. Retruter, first game of the season for him. And missing quite a bit. And Wilkinson, Badenhoost will get the wickets. Young keeper in, Ackerman. away for 4. Just got to bat the overs and get something on the scoreboard. 100 up. Struder moves into double digits. It's probably the only real opportunity Struder's going to get, especially with the SW Districts lineup the way it is. That's a dicey run. He may have just placed that nicely into the gap he has. 18 of 13, 12 of 10. Driven nicely. So, yeah, this is just the partnership we needed. No risk involved. Just maybe setting up a launching pad for the last 5 or so overs. I like this young keeper anyway. He's got something about him. Oh, that is a miscue. Miscue has somehow found the gap. 25 of 23 and 28 of 18. So, a few overs to go. 31 for 4. It's getting outside the line that time. Need at least 160 to be sort of competitive. Ackerman. He will be departing. He's gone for 33 off 23. Good win innings, actually. Mulder, just the wheels are falling off. At the wrong time. Pretty productive over that one. 30 off 30 for Truder, 9 off 6 for Rutherford. 2 overs to go. Pretty happy Truder's taken his chance. Been a wee good knock to finish off things. Rutherford with a free hit. Plays and misses. Yeah, this has been one of Truder's best knocks that I've seen from him. Doing it the next level. Found the gap again. Good shot. Can we get to... Okay, we're going to take on the arm here. Rutherford will sneak that single in. 170 for 6 after 20 overs. 48 of 39 for Truder. Top scoring. Ackerman 33. A fighting total for Port Elizabeth. Can we deliver with the ball? Alworthy and Rickleton opening up. Rickleton obviously playing for Easterns now. How has he gone to the start of the season? It's a shame we couldn't hold on to him. He was a special player at our SW Districts club. He's opening up. Alworthy. Rickleton. Lights. Light into the attack. And they're going to try and take the arm on, which is not wise. Especially how far you're out. Oh, dearie me. The running between wickets is hurting these guys here. Centurion, 2 runs out. Light went for 19 off the over. Cronje and Bernard. Rotating the attack round. 64 for 2 after 6. It's going to take a bit of intelligent bowling just to sort of get a line. Pitch that up. Mulder's going to pitch up as well. 94 at 7.2 and over. Rickleton doing a good job at the top. Getting it up there, and that is 79 for 3. We needed that breakthrough big time. Bernard will be back. Immediately was struck again. One thing about this bowling attack, maybe expensive, but it is taking the wickets. We're rotating. Light back in. It's a key strike as Burrell was looking very, very good. He's out for 5 of 7. 44 of 28 for Rickleton. Game is on an even pedestal at the moment. I think we've found our length. We've started to pitch it up, and the wickets are starting to tumble. 100 for 6. Cronje. 64 at 9.1. The run rate has really been stifled. Even though it's an expensive over, Light will take the wicket of Ryan Rickleton for 55. And he's just got the leading edge and a caught and bowled now, so Light will immediately fight back. Take 2 wickets. 39 of 24. It's sort of 2 wickets remaining. You'd think Port Elizabeth could get over the line here. We're just remaining faithful in our processes. That was a good over 3 from it. Mulder will strike. And we are going to go for a positive start in the season here, which is 2 wins and a loss by the looks of it. 26 of 12. Bring Bernard in. 17 off 6. Surely not. Just a couple of narrow wins. A very dreadful loss in between. But the 2 positive signs that the Port Elizabeth team are sort of on the rise again. The bowling attack did a good job. Mulder 3 for 24. Good 48 from Truter. He will get another opportunity throughout the season. So 3 games, 2 wins, 1 loss. The next episode will be an interesting one. So Port Elizabeth will play 4 games off stream. Cape Town, East London, and Centurion again in that rematch. So smash the like button, share with a friend, and we'll see you next time.